Hi class, let's take a look at problem 27. Now, when they refer to the domain, that refers to your x values. And then when they're talking about the range, then in this situation, we're going to be talking about the y values. Also, they want them in interval notation. And let me start with the domain. Now, when we look at the domain, you're going to be looking at the x values, and that's all of these x values. So technically not including 2 because of the open circle, but then you start having x values all the way to 8. So technically we would say parentheses 2 to 8, and then technically a bracket, because you are included the value of 8. The next value would be the range. In your range value, you're looking at the y's. So technically starting at 6. So let me put in a bracket. So 6 to the values of 8. And in this case, the value of 8 is not included because of the circle. And notice that when we talk about the domain, you're looking at the x's. So this 8, it's this x value, which you're including here. But on your y values, that's an 8 on the y's. So we're not going to include that value there. Okay, let's move on to problem 29. And let me start with the domain. And in this case, our domain is going to include all values from -4 to 4. Those will be all of our x values. You're looking at -4 all the way to 4. In the range, well, we're looking at y values from 0 to 2. So bracket 0 to 2. And that's actually it for this one. Let's take a look at the last one. And let me talk about the domain. And when we look at the domain, it's going to start at -5 bracket. And you're not going to include 3. So technically, every value from -5 to the values of not including 3. In the range, it's going to be from 0 to the values of 2. So technically 0 to 2. And that's actually it for all of these. Now here it could be a little bit confusing on the 2 value. 2 is not included here, but you are including it there. So technically your y values start at 0 and they go to 2. So we are going to include that value there. That's actually it for the problems in this video.